Greetings, I'm Suncard 19 and welcome back to the channel. Today's pick a card, pick a pile reading is based on what information do you need to know for December 2019. So here we go. We have a leopard skin jasper. We have a Shiva lingam. We have a skull rose quartz, and we have a blue lace agate. So focus on the pile, decide which one is the one for you, which reading is the one that's going to give you the information that you need for the month of December 2019. Okay, first here we have the leopard skin jasper. And the question is, what information do you need to know for December 2019? Here we go. Okay, first here we have the Two of Pentacles reversed. We have the Emperor reversed. We have the High Priestess. We have the Ten of Wands reversed. And we have the Three of Wands reversed. This Two of Pentacles reversed is a card about turbulence. It's a card about, dealing with chaos in your life, and dealing with the waves, and dealing with things coming from different directions, and also being prepared for the unexpected. And so this card is saying that, things may be very, smooth sailing in your life right now, and you could be blindsided by the unexpected. So just sort of be in a state of preparation. This says pay attention and be on your toes. Okay, so don't get rocked to sleep by the monotony of life, because things could change, and you want to be prepared for change. You want to be able to deal with change instead of being trapped by a routine, being trapped by a schedule. You want to be able to handle when things, get rocky, or things, don't go as planned, and, some unexpected changes happen in your life. You want to be able to deal with them and not necessarily be sort of trapped by a sense of, something new came up, and something, my schedule got changed, and something happened with the car, and all of a sudden you're just so out of whack and you just can't handle it. So make sure you're able to deal with life and deal with change, okay? Next, we have the Emperor reversed. And so this card is a card central to the theme of being a leader, being a go-getter, someone who is really going to get after it, someone who's going to be willing to move and shake and get things done, being more forceful. The Emperor is very forceful. He's someone who says, look, this is what I want. This is what I want to get done. And this is how it's going to get done. And I'm going to do it. And so the Emperor is very like a general. Someone says, look, here's the goal. Here's the mission. Let's get this thing done. And so this would be helpful for you to be more goal-oriented, more detail-oriented, and be more motivated. This card is about pushing forward. It's about kicking ass. It's about getting things done. And what it's saying is that with these two cards reversed next to each other, it sort of indicates that you're not willing to push hard enough. You're not willing to push past excuses or push past your quote-unquote reasons or rationality of why you can't get things done. Which leads us next to the High Priestess. The High Priestess is someone who is always on an inner journey. She's always focused on her inner goals. And so she doesn't let the external world separate her from the things that she wants to get done. She's always on the internal path. She's getting things, she's always working, whether people realize it or not. She's always getting some sort of internal work or internal dialogue done. And so she's never off the path, quote unquote. Up next here we have the Ten of Wands reversed. And the Ten of Wands reversed to me has a lot to do with sort of feeling like a burden to life, a burden to other people. And so there may be people in your life or people around you who may require a lot from you. And what this card is saying is, use that as an opportunity to be of service to the people in your life instead of as a burden. So when people ask and they need stuff from you, and they're pulling away saying, hey, I need, can you do this? Can you do that? Can you be this? Can you be that? This is an opportunity for you to use those opportunities, to use those examples as a chance for service. So change it from, man, I got to do all this stuff for all these people, and change the dialogue to, I have the opportunity to do all these things for these people. And so shifting the narrative from someone who someone who gets a lot asked of them and a lot required from them, and saying, you know what, all these people need these things from me, and changing the narrative to, I get to serve all these people. I get to help all these people. I get to do all these things for these people. And as you shift that narrative, and as you sort of deal with turbulence, and you become much more goal-oriented, working on like some serious internal work here, and working on the things that you want to work on, as you work on them, you get a chance to help other people. That puts you in a service place. And the more you can help other people, a lot of times, almost always, it benefits you in some kind of way. So become more service oriented for December 2019. At last, we have the Three of Wands reversed. And what this card says is, it's time to take this month and start to think a little bit more long term. So start to get yourself out there a little bit further. Think, what do you want your life to be like in 6 months, in 1 year, in 2 years, in 3 years? And really paint that picture, like really sit with that in your mind. Like go into a place where you can close your eyes, or get a note card or notepad or something, and you can really stop and think like, what do I really want for my life? What do I want it to look like in 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years? And then backtrack it. Like, you know, if I wanted to look a certain kind of way, well, how do I need to behave today and tomorrow and next week to put myself in a position to live life that way, and to be that way, and to enjoy things that way? And so this card is saying, let's expand the horizon a little bit. Let's think a little bit more long term, because you may be too focused on today and not thinking long term enough. And ultimately, it sort of turns into the Two of Pentacles reverse, where it's someone who's just sort of just riding a wave, and they need to be more forceful. They need to push a little harder so that they can actually get the outcome they want. So for December 2019, my advice for you is to work and be of service to other people. Don't think of other people as burdens this month. Think of other people as opportunities to help and grow, and to really think much more long term as far as what do I want for my life 6 months from now, 1 year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, and then backtrack it. If everything goes, if I can have the things I want, what behaviors do I need to adopt, and what things do I need to change? So take that outlook a little bit further and really work it backwards and say, this is what I want, and this is who I need to be. I'm Elijah Suncard 19. Thank you for choosing this reading. Be sure to hit the thumbs up, comment, tell me why you chose this and what this means to you. Definitely smash the subscribe button, share, and tell other people. Have a good one. Peace. Greetings, I'm Elijah Suncard 19, and this is the Shiva Lingam reading for December 2019 advice. Here we go. Okay, first we have the Queen of Pentacles reversed. We have the Four of Swords reversed. We have the Magician, the Three of Pentacles reversed, and the Three of Cups reversed. The Queen of Pentacles reversed is someone who's adapted a behavior or adapted a pattern of worry for some reason. And so someone who's just sort of worried that things have gone a certain way, or they're going to keep going a certain way. And so by being in a pattern of worry and being in a place where the same thought patterns happen over and over again, a lot of repeated thought patterns, a lot of rumination. And so with this Queen of Pentacles reverse, it's just sort of like the same thoughts playing on repeat. What if this? What if that? What if this? What if that? And so worrying is literally like manifesting the things you don't want. It's like putting all the energy on the things you don't want, playing the what if game. What if this? What if that? What if this? What if that? And so with this Queen of Pentacles verse, to me, is saying that this is the sort of the heads up, saying, hey, you've been worrying too much. You've been focusing on the wrong things. And so as you continue to play that worry on repeat in your mind, it may ultimately lead to negative results. So let's cut this thing off now. Pay attention to your thoughts. It's a big deal. So because the things that you think ultimately adapt into your behavior, and your behavior ultimately adapts into the life that you live. And so what I would say to this Queen of Pentacles is, once you think a negative thought, catch it and then address it and say, I don't have to believe that. I don't have to think that. I can actually think something else. I can change my mind. I can think about something different. Which leads us to the Four of Swords reverse. This is a big call of rest. And so with the Four of Swords reverse, to me, has a lot to do with someone who's not getting enough sleep, or someone's mind is running too rampant, someone who needs to find a way to put their mind to rest. And so three good ways of putting your mind to rest. One is getting more sleep. So if you can, during this December 2019, literally find ways to get more sleep. So if that means getting to bed on time, if that means turning the TV off and putting the phone away, like having a set bedtime, do what you got to do to get more sleep. Even if you got to take naps in the afternoon, whatever the case may be for you. But find ways to get more sleep. And that could be very beneficial for you. That could be very helpful for you and healthy. The second thing is, as far as resting, in terms of getting more rest, another thing is journaling. That's a great way to put your thoughts to rest. It's a great way to put your mind at ease by journaling and writing down your thoughts, getting the ideas out, and just sort of putting them to rest. The third thing is physical exercise. And so it'd be good for you to sort of put your mind at rest. If you're someone who does enjoy physical exercise, you can literally go for a jog or go for a run. And that can be very helpful for you, very beneficial for you as someone who can be on your feet and move. And that helps you get out your head a lot when you're doing physical exercise. So if you're running, doing push-ups, or whatever the case may be, this is a great way for you to get out of your own head and it's kind of strange because physical exercise during the day can actually lead to better sleep at night. Up next here we have the Magician card. And so what this Magician is saying is, this is an opportunity for you to sort of develop and build your own skill set. This is an opportunity for you to become, like, fully develop yourself into the person you want to become. This is the Butterfly card, in my opinion. This card is saying, hey, you may have been cocooning yourself for a while, trying to become something, and this is a chance to emerge into it, a chance to become that person, really get to the next level. And it's also an opportunity to show the world who you are and who you're developing yourself and becoming. So you don't need to be the same person you were 5 years ago, 10 years ago. This is the process of you evolving, and it's the process of you evolving and showing other people. So whoever you are and whoever you're becoming, this is an opportunity to tell people. It's an opportunity to show people. Up next here we have the Three of Pentacles reverse, and this is a card sort of in a challenge position. To me, this card has a lot to do with the idea of this sort of not working with people as a team. This is someone who is, you may be more used to doing things on your own and taking credit for everything. But what this card is saying is that going at it alone all the time may not be helpful or beneficial, especially with the Three of Cups next to it. So what this card indicates is that if you were to build a team and work with people as a team and be on a team and develop a sense of teamwork and a team atmosphere, that could lead to team celebrations. That's what the Three of Cups here reverse. It says that because you're not willing to work with and develop and be on a team and be a part of a team, and as you're growing and developing and blossoming, this is like the cocooning stage, this is the butterfly stage, this card is saying that it's time to be willing to work together. So find your team, find your tribe, find your crew, and develop and work and grow with them. And so that you don't have to be a solo entrepreneur, a solo artist, or a solo whatever the case may be. You could be in a group, and that could be helpful and beneficial for you. And so as you develop this group mentality, this group sense of working together and being together and helping each other, then it leads to group celebrations. And so, the magician can only do so much on the magician's own, but the magician can go to next level and new heights if the magician is willing to develop and become more of a team player, someone who is willing to help other people and share ideas and take other people's advice and then go from there and then make decisions as a team and actually carry those things out as a team. And then things just go further. Typically, when you work together, you're just able to go further and go faster. And so that's a big deal. So as you're developing, you're putting worry to rest. You're taking care of your mind and your body by getting proper sleep, exercise, journaling. And you're cocooning now with a chance to butterfly and really come out and be who you want to be and evolve. Then you have an opportunity to take your talents and abilities and work with a team and help other people and grow as a team. And it just sort of creates, like, everything just goes faster when you pool together and you all work together. So big advice for December 2019 is come out of your shell and find the people who you need to work with. Who is your tribe? Find your tribe and start to work with them and start to celebrate them. I'm Elijah Suncard 19. Thanks for letting me read for you. Thank you for choosing this pile. Be sure to hit the thumbs up. Put a comment in the comment section. Tell me why you chose this reading and what does it mean to you. And be sure to subscribe and share. Have a good one. Peace. Greetings, I'm Elijah Suncard 19. And here is the Crystal Skull, the Rose Quartz Skull reading. Here we go. Okay, first here we have the Ten of Swords reverse. This card indicates the end of a cycle. This is the time to let something go. This is the cleansing period. This is the card that says, hey, whatever you were sort of fighting for or whatever the case had been, whatever it is that you were like heavily involved in, and it sort of seems to have lost a lot of juice or energy, this time to let this thing go. So it's the end of a cycle. So if you feel like there's something that you were involved in and like really wanted to be a part of and it was a big deal in your life, but now it's sort of lost energy or you lost interest a little bit, whatever that is, it's time to let that thing go. And so that's a good thing, saying, hey, it's sort of like the winter time, is let the leaves go. And so what that does is it puts you in a situation where once you fully cleanse yourself of that, whatever that thing is, that activity, that business maybe, that sort of group that you were a part of, whatever that case, whatever that thing is, you just let it go and say, all right, that cycle's over. That cycle is, it's met its end. And that's okay. It's fine to let things go. And it doesn't mean you can't come back to it in a couple years or a couple months, okay? Next, we have the Queen of Wands reverse. This card is a card about courage. And so with the Queen of Wands reverse is a card about, and I just get a feeling it's just stepping away from a group of some sort, stepping away from a project, stepping away from a job. And this Queen of Wands reverse has a lot to do with courage and having the courage to stand up and say, okay, I'm done with this thing. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to move on. And being able to step out on your own and say, hey, I don't have to live by your rules anymore. I don't have to live by your expectations anymore. And now I get to do what I want. And I can, be a part of, my own thing. I don't have to be a part of this other thing anymore. And I could do my own thing without the group. And I can live the way I want to live. And, there may be some friends and some people who will come with me, but I don't have to take the whole group along with me. And that's okay. It's not about being mean or wanting to be upset with each other, but just a matter of saying, hey, I'm willing to step out and do my own thing now. Which leads us to the Hierophant. The Hierophant is a card about leadership. It's a card about taking on your own sort of group and being a leader and saying, hey, I'm going to develop and create my own thing. And so I might only end up with 3 or 4 people. It might be a small group. It might not be a large group like what I may have just came from, or it might not be a huge project. It might be a small project. Whatever the case may be, in this situation, this is a chance for you to grow and be your own leader. And be a teacher and sort of be a rule maker in a sense. You get to create your own rules and break your own rules if you want to. Up next here, we have the Judgment card reversed. And this card indicates that there's a calling that you've been ignoring. And so this sort of says that whatever it is that you've been sort of wrapping your mind around, being stuck in and saying, I want to do this thing, I want to do this thing. Whatever it is you're stuck in this cycle here, this is blocking you from something bigger. And so this Judgment card says that there's some deeper soul calls that you haven't been listening to. And the Judgment card is all about that call of the soul saying, it's time to do this thing. We have soul work to do. We have big things to do. And we need to move on and do some other things. And we have these other projects or these other missions that we need to go on and to complete and take care of. And the thing here is like, you've been ignoring that. And that's because maybe you've been too focused on whatever projects or groups that you're a part of here on this side of the reading, so that the big call of your life is just not being answered. And so if you were to really take some time to listen to your soul and say, what would my soul want me to know right now? Like, what would be the big deal? What would my soul say? If you were really truly on the path of following your soul's mission, what kind of work would you be doing? What would your life really look like? And last card, we have the Empress card. The Empress is about motherhood. So if you are a mother or thinking about being a mother, it's a great time to really explore motherhood. But if it's not necessarily about motherhood, it's about nurturing. It's about looking after other people. Just like the Hierophant card here. The Empress has a lot to do with being in a mentor role, being a coach, being someone who's going to help other people grow and develop. And that's what this leader card here, these three cards say that you're ignoring that call of being that coach, being that sort of that life trainer type person who's going to take a small group of people and really help them grow and become who they're supposed to become and be who they're supposed to be. So this Empress card has a lot to do with really seeing people where they are, seeing their good qualities, and finding ways to maximize those good qualities so that they can really become who they need to become and they can really grow into who they need to grow. So part of your growth is to help other people grow how they need to grow and get to where they need to be. So this is time for you to step up and become a leader so that you can answer this call and you can be someone who's really in a position to help other people nurture and grow and develop, just like the mother figure. And you don't have to be a mother or even a woman of any sense, but you don't have to be, you can be someone who is willing to nurture and grow and develop and plant seeds in other people and then water the seeds and then watch them fully develop into something that's much more beautiful than what they started with. So for December 2019, there's a chance for you to let go of some cycle, let go of some pattern, have the courage to start your own thing and help other people grow and develop and start getting into that mentor role and that coaching position so that you can help other people get to where they are and get to where you are, but then go past you. And that would be much fulfilling for you. I'm Elijah Suncard 19. Thank you for choosing this reading. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Make sure you hit the thumbs up, hit the comments, and tell me why you chose this reading and what this reading means to you. Make sure you share and, of course, smash the subscribe button. Have a good one. Peace. Greetings of Elijah Suncard 19, and here we have the Blue Agate reading. Here we go. Up first, we have the Knight of Pentacles reversed. We have the Hermit reversed. We have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Four of Wands reversed. And we have the Star card. So the Knight of Pentacles reversed is a call for patience. This is a card saying, hey, you have more developing to do. You got some more internal work to do. You got some more skills to obtain before you go out on your mission. And so this card says, get back into the laboratory. Get back into the self and personal development stage. What things do you need to do as a person to get to the next level? And so you may be someone who's like, I'm ready to blow. I'm ready to do this thing. I'm ready to really take it to the next level, but you're still behaving like someone who's at your current level. So the only way you get to the next level is by a change in behavior. And so this takes an accountability, a sort of self-evaluation. And maybe you haven't done that lately. You haven't been someone who says, you know what? I need to do some self-evaluation. I need to put myself in a situation where if I were coaching me, what advice would I give myself? If I were in charge of if I were my own advisor of some sort, if I were my own spirit guide or my own guardian angel, what advice would I give myself? And so what changes would I make? Which ways can I develop? And so another thing I would say about this card is there's not time to go buy like new trainings and all this new stuff. Like, work with what you have. You already have the information you need. You just have to actually apply it. You got to actually do the things. So you have enough information right now to change your own life. It's just a matter of, are you going to do it or not? Up next here we have the Hermit card reversed. The Hermit is a card that's saying that there's a journey for you to go on. There's a big change for you to make in December 2019, but you're just really unsure if you want to take it. So I get a feeling this Knight of Pentacles is in a position where this Knight wants to get to the next level, but doesn't want to change anything. It's like it wants you to get to the next level for free. And so the Hermit card is the one that says, it shows up and says, look, if we're really going to go to the next level, if we're going to do things and really earn our next place in life, we're going to have to give up some things and we have to change some other things. So what are you willing to give up and what are you willing to change? Which leads us to the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune card has a lot to do with the perfect timing. This December 2019 is a great time for you to make a big change. And so this Wheel of Fortune is permission to say, hey, anyone who is in a position where they really want to make some big changes and really want to adapt some things in their life and really go to the next level, the window is open, the opportunity is there. But this Knight of Pentacles has to be someone who's willing to learn and study, self-evaluate. And then the Hermit says, what are you willing to give up? What are you willing to let go so that you can get to this next level? And so that's a big deal. Up next here, we have the Four of Wands reversed. And that'd be a challenge here. This card indicates that although you may want to go to the next level and make all these changes, it says that don't forget about your family. And so make sure you still make time and effort and to be around your family and not lose sight of the role that your family plays in your life. So although you want to make some changes, so a lot of times what happens with people when they go on their own journey, they want to change some things in their life. And then usually the people like in their family, they're like no longer interesting because you want to do new things and different things. And you don't really want to be around your family. And so this card just says, don't fall into that trap. Don't fall into a space where you're like, they're no longer cool to me. I don't believe what they believe. I don't like what they do. I'm going to stay away from my family. And so this says, don't fall into that trap, but be sure to spend time around your family and help them, which leads us now to the Star card. And the Star card is a major chance for healing. And this is a chance for growth, individual healing, and even family healing. So as you go and give up some things and change some things in your life, and you take this opportunity to get to the next level, be sure to be around your family. Because I got a strong feeling that you could take some people with you. You can really be an influence to other people in your family to help them grow and make some changes. So by you being the example, by you being someone who says, you know what, I'm going to do my self-evaluation, I'm going to do what I got to do to really evaluate my own life and make the changes that I need to make. And I'm willing to get rid of some things and move some things away from my life and shed some skin so that I can become the next level of me. And you take this opportunity and as you do all these things, but still make time for your family, you're going to give other people permission to do the same. So as you level up and go to the next level, people in your family are going to notice. And don't be surprised if one or two people are willing to go on the journey with you or just willing to go on their own journey that you inspired. So as you trailblaze here with this Hermit card, as you're willing to really give up some things and make some changes in your life and let some people know like, hey, I'm no longer doing this or I'm no longer doing that. I'm really going to go to the next level in this place or whatever this changes in my life. I'm really going to do this self-evaluation, that deep internal work. As I do this, and you still find time for your family, don't be surprised if you inspire some other people to do the same. So it's not only an individual journey for you, but eventually you're going to turn into an inspiration for other people to take the journey, and not necessarily with you, but take their own journey. And they'll look back and say, you know what? I was really inspired by you doing X, Y, Z. And while we were at dinner or while we were together, I remember you saying that you wanted to do this and that. And I noticed that you were really doing the work and you were making those changes, and that really inspired me to do whatever the case may be. It inspired me to do some things to make some changes as well. And so this card says, don't isolate yourself from your family because you may be actually more inspirational to them than you realize. And so as you take this journey and you let some things go and really help them, it's a big deal. So don't take this journey by yourself if you don't have to. I'm Elijah Suncard 19. Thank you for picking this reading. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button. Be sure to comment, tell me why you picked this reading and what it means to you. Be sure to subscribe, share, and check out some later videos. Have a good one. Peace.